that you are still not able to figure it out, that how exactly to read for NEET PG or FMGE examination in an effective way. You see, you have studied all the random materials. All of you are having the applications. All of you are having the access of online teaching material. आप सबके पास PDFs हैं, random notes हैं, but you are not able to revise them effectively. And you still are finding a way that how ultimately I have to prepare myself for the NEET PG or FMGE examination while pursuing this final year. Now, before we start with anything else, you tell me one thing, that how would you be assessed in NEET PG or FMGE examination? Question में क्या आने वाला है? It is the MCQs. You know, examiner is not going to ask you about the background that you are having, the material you have studied from. Only thing that you'd be assessed is on the basis of the MCQs. चलो इस बात को एक एग्जाम्पल के तौर पे समझते हैं. इमेजिन करिए आपका कोई फ्रेंड है who is about to appear as a marathon runner in 2027. Now that friend of yours is training hard. He is going to the gym, he is following the diet, he is taking notes, and he is following all the teachings which are provided online. But at the end of the day, he is not running on the track. तो दूर से देख के आपको भी लगेगा कि ये क्या बेवकूफी है. This man is going to be tested on tracks. He has to run on track. He has to practice by running on tracks, and he is not doing that. Specifically, the same thing is happening with you too. You are following each and everything, but you are not practicing the genuine specific MCQs that are likely to be kept in your examinations. Now, being a practicing surgeon and a mentor, we have crossed these stages too, and we have recognized that the most essential part of your studies in the final year examination is to train your brain in an effective way so that you don't feel anxious when you are about to reach the NEET PG or FMGE examination. Subject completion has got nothing to do in deciphering that clinical MCQ. It is until and unless you haven't practiced the clinical MCQ multiple times, you won't be able to answer that question correctly. Simple. And that is the reason why 1 hour of dedicated training is required for your brain to get trained effectively so that it doesn't seem that something new is happening in the examination hall. And that is the reason why NextSaviours is providing you, under the name of Sarvasaksham Test Series, 20 clinical multiple choice questions which are random, which are in the language of the patients, which are prepared by the practicing surgeons and the clinicians, the way that they are likely to be asked in your examinations, so that your brain get trained in the same manner, the way it is going to be asked in your examinations. You know, the most important point is that you have to come out of the pseudo confidence that you are getting developed within. Why? Because you study some material, after that you follow the MCQs. Those MCQs are designed to justify what you have just learned. And that is why, in a sense, you are getting trapped in that pseudo confidence. You know, the first thing that you have to break is the pseudo confidence. Because MCQ जो आपके examinations पे आएंगे, it is never going to be a copy paste of from what you are reading. Until and unless your brain is trained to decipher a random clinical question, you won't be able to answer the question confidently and effectively. So what all you have to do? 6:30 a.m. in the morning on NextSaviours app, which is available both for the Apple users and the Android. A question paper consisting of 20 questions would be uploaded right at 6:30 a.m. Answer those questions, practice your brain for the period of 1 hour from Monday to Friday, and 2 days are usually kept to revise whatever you have learned from those MCQs. Now, at first, those MCQs might appear random. Those MCQs might even break your confidence. But you know, it is better to get your confidence broken while practicing rather than in the examination hall. And over a period of time, let's say 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, you'd be able to recognize that how easy or how easily you are able to answer those questions effectively, because it takes some time to come out of that trap in which you are already inside. So all you have to do is to practice those 20 multiple choice questions which are uploaded daily from Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday is for the revision, because PDFs are also available related to the explanations, and those explanations are designed not to teach you the topic. Rather, those explanations are designed to decipher the question, that how to break the language of the question, how to ultimately come to the conclusion. And finally, what we personally think is that a result speaks for itself. You know, By following this simple strategy, they came out as a successful doctor. Thank you very much. In the next video, possibly we'll be talking about that how to decipher any MCQ.